This morning on DC News Now, another hot and humid one. Not only that, can't rule out that chance for a few scattered afternoon thunderstorms, and some of these could contain some heavy downpours similar to what we saw yesterday. More details on the timing and looking towards the rest of that 7-day coming up. Down what DC police are saying this morning about a victim in a double shooting.
And search and seizure, why the FBI raided the Florida home of former President Trump and the items that were removed.
This year, we are trying something new by working to make our transitions for our kindergarten, 6th grade, and 9th grade students a little easier by introducing a non-instructional transition day specifically for these students.
And school is in session for Stafford County students. Today is Transition Day to give those incoming students a day to adjust to their new surroundings. Students will have the opportunity to get to know their bus routes, teachers, and peers. Well, thanks for waking up with us this morning. I'm Tanaya Wright.
And I'm Corey James. Happening now, we're following some cleanups that are underway in Prince George's County after flash floods damaged parts of Riverdale Park. Heavy flooding made it difficult for drivers to get home last night. Meteorologist Jackie Layer is tracking today's forecast and another round of rain moving to the region this week. Good morning, Jackie.
Yeah, good morning, Corey and Tanaya. That's right. We did see a lot of rainfall in a short period of time there as these storms really tracked right along this one area there, just south of Bowie yesterday afternoon into the early evening hours. This was right around, say, 4 p.m. and notice that it really just trailed right on top of each other. And we have those deeper reds indicating the heaviest of that rainfall. So zooming on in to show you even a little bit more, even right around Landover Hills and even East Riverdale as well. All that rainfall right along, really right near US 50 there. And we did see that flash flooding reported there with several vehicles that were trapped associated with that heavy flooding. But how much rainfall did we see there? According to the radar, we're talking about, say, 2.5 to even 3 inches of rainfall within, say, an hour time frame. So a lot of rainfall in a short period of time. We did see just a few minor showers just slide through the district over the course of the last several hours. But overall now, tracking drier conditions. However, temperatures are starting to already climb. We have this cold front off towards our north and west. That doesn't swing through to at least tomorrow. Temperatures out there right now, upper 70s for DC, 73 for Manassas, low 70s off towards the north and west. So dew points still soupy, and we're still going to be dealing with those higher dew points for the day today. Highs into low to mid 90s, but it will feel like it's into the triple digits yet again later on this afternoon. When do we see that relief? I'll have more details coming up. But right now, toss it over to Katie Reed with the very latest on traffic. How's it looking?
Well, it's only around 5 o'clock this morning, so we're looking pretty good looking around our Washington metro area. Nothing too concerning to me. We're going to take a live look out there on the Beltway. Again, there are still some cars out there, so there is a bit of traffic building, but nothing too concerning and nothing heading in towards the district. Looking around at our Northern Virginia coverage area, same thing. Route 1, 66, 29, all looking pretty good. Guys?
All right, your time right now is 5:03. Breaking now, kids caught in the crossfire.
Those bullets injuring a teenager and baby in Northeast D.C. It happened in the Benning Road corridor. DC News Now's Lex Juarez is live at police headquarters this morning, and police are telling us the latest on what happened. Good morning, Lex.
Good morning, Corey, Janaya. Well, those victims are a 3-year-old girl and a 13-year-old boy. Police say they were called to the 700 block of the 18th Street Northeast around 9 o'clock last night, and that's where they found the kids. This video of the scene shot by our contributor with DC Real Time News, Larry Calhoun. Now, the kids both had non-life-threatening injuries. The teenager shot in the leg and the toddler a graze wound. Right now, police are still working to find out exactly what happened and name a suspect.
And I ask anybody with information, whether they saw it, heard it, please call our Command Information Center at 202-727-9099, or you can text tip us at 50411.
Well, the shooting comes as the city is actively working to curb gun violence, and the gun violence that impacts kids seems to be what's driving community members to really be getting involved here. Now, according to police data, this year to date, we've had 177 more violent crimes with a gun than we did last year. In total, violent crime is up 3% in the city. For now, live in Washington, Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. Breaking overnight, the investigation intensifies this morning. Former President Donald Trump is condemning the FBI after agents raided his Mar-a-Lago home. That search, authorities say, is part of an investigation into how classified White House documents made it to the former president's home. Now, Trump called out the FBI in a statement claiming he had already been working with government agencies on the investigation, saying, quote, "This unannounced raid on my home was not necessary or appropriate. It is prosecutorial misconduct, the weaponization of the justice system, and an attack by radical left Democrats who desperately do not want me to run for president in 2024. Now, these new photos show Secret Service agents standing with guns outside the former president's home last night. News Nation reporting agents spent more than 9 hours executing that search warrant. And here's what we know so far this morning. Sources tell News Nation the Secret Service was not notified about the raid until an hour before it started. Those sources also say the FBI only took documents specifically related to the search warrant. This again all happened while the president was in New York.
Ian, let's cross.
And right there you can see some of the commotion happening as all of this went down. This video showing that activity outside Trump Tower as the president left the building and got into an SUV. Now, at this point, we do not know where he went after getting into that vehicle. The story, of course, is continuing to develop. As we learn more details, we'll bring that information right to you.
And this morning, employees of the D.C. Public Library are honoring an officer. They gathered to remember Special Officer Marissa Mignon. She was shot and killed during a police training exercise just last week. Last night, branch managers, fellow library officers, and other staff members lit candles and laid flowers outside of the Anacostia Library. Colleagues say she worked tirelessly for her son and describe her as irreplaceable.
Her contagious smile. Even with the mask, you can see the smile in her eye, just that gleam. And that's hard to think you won't see it again.
Retired MPD Lieutenant Jesse Port was running that exercise. He is accused of firing his gun, hitting her. Port is now charged with involuntary manslaughter.
Your time right now is 5:07. We're following some breaking news in Prince George's County. A child is in the hospital after being struck by a vehicle. Now, a woman was also hit. It happened last night in the Indian Head Highway section in South Capitol Street, close to the D.C.-Maryland border. There's no word this morning on the extent of their injuries. This morning, an off-duty Arlington police officer is on unpaid leave. This after allegedly assaulting a woman. Arlington County Police tell DC News Now 34-year-old William Hahn is facing multiple charges, including destruction of property. According to the department, Hahn and the victim got into an argument after leaving a nightclub. Officers say Hahn physically assaulted the victim and then broke her phone. Hahn joined the department in June of 2020. Anyone with information about what happened is asked to contact police.
Happening today, called to court. Shanteri Weems, the woman charged with shooting her husband at a D.C. hotel, well, she is back before a judge this morning. She was last in court on July 30th for her preliminary hearing. A D.C. judge decided that she was a danger to the public and could not be released on bail. Her lawyer says that he must now convince a judge or jury that Weems was acting in self-defense when she shot her husband. That shooting happened while she was confronting him over allegations that he was molesting children who were in her care. Since her last court date, her husband, James Weems, has also been arrested. He's now charged with 13 sex crimes against at least 3 children and is being held without bond. Also happening today, Metro Rail safety commissioners are meeting this afternoon at 12:30. They're expected to talk about the plan to bring back the 7000 series trains. They will also discuss safety certification activities for Phase 2 of the Silver Line project to Dulles. Anyone can attend the virtual meeting or watch the live stream.
New this morning, we are hearing from John Travolta on the death of his Grease co-star Olivia Newton-John. Travolta wrote in his Instagram, "My dearest Olivia, you made all of our lives so much better. Your impact was incredible. I love you so much." Olivia Newton-John, best known for her role on Grease, died yesterday at her ranch in Southern California. The pop singer and actress was surrounded by family and friends. Summer days drifting away to a summer night. And Newton-John, who won 4 Grammys, played the role of Sandy Olsen in Grease. She also had 2 #1 albums in the 1970s. While it is unclear, Newton-John battled breast cancer for about 30 years. She was only 73 years old.